That down, guys. Let's go on and talk about this, shall we? Sony kind of shocked the world the other day when they came out and bought the Alamo Drafthouse movie theater chain. Something that hasn't really happened in a millennia. Something that hasn't happened in a very, very long time. Not since the Paramount decrees went into effect so many decades before I was born, so many decades ago. And only, I think in 2020, the Paramount decrees became undone, opening the door for studios to own movie theater chains if they want to. At the time, I thought, well, you're not going to see studios buy movie theater chains because why would they? It's a razor margin thin profit margin, if any profit margin. It's very tough to make money running a movie theater chain, and it's not their expertise. So a couple of years passed, and sure enough, nobody did. But then last week, it got announced that Sony bought the Alamo Drafthouse. Now, it's not that huge of a deal because unlike, say, Regal, AMC Theaters, and a couple of others that literally have thousands of screens and thousands of locations and whatever, Alamo Drafthouse, as popular as it is as a movie theater chain, only had 36 locations. I think it was a few more than that, but then like a couple weeks ago, they announced they closed a bunch of their locations.
There's some franchise locations, right?
Yeah, some of the franchise locations got shut down around the Dallas area and things like that. I think one in Minnesota, if I'm not mistaken. Anyway, 36 locations, all right? That's fine. Somebody wrote into the show and said, do you think they could buy like bigger things now? I said, no, I don't think any studio is going to want to. But the folks over at IndieWire have put forward the notion that Sony may have bought Alamo Drafthouse as kind of a test, maybe even being a precursor to Sony buying one of the larger movie theater chains. Like over at IndieWire, they said this, they might be testing before buying a major chain. Whatever Alamo might have cost, it also demands ongoing investment and operating expenses. Downsides at a time of studio how do I pronounce this? Economizing. I've never seen it written that way. And there's a good reason for why few studios buy theaters. Prior experiences were not positive. The exhibition business is not in a good place, and the infrastructure is tricky to repurpose. So basically, IndieWire is saying, look, there's a reason why a lot of studios have never bought theaters. It's a completely different business. They don't know this business. It's an expensive thing to get into. It's tough to make profits, all that kind of stuff. But they speculate, could it be that once again, I knew that's what you were thinking, right? Could it be that once again, nobody else understood that reference at all. But could it be that Sony maybe bought Alamo Drafthouse just as a way of dipping their toe in the waters? Say, hey, can we make this work? Can we run this thing without crossing FTC guidelines, without getting into any kind of trouble with breaking any kind of rules? And can we actually turn a profit? And if so, maybe this little test with 36 locations can turn into something a little bit bigger. By the way, SWAT in the live chat got it. It's a Three Amigos reference. Anyway, so could it be? Now, look, I still don't see why any movie studio in their right mind would want to come out and buy AMC theaters or buy Regal. I mean, I think for them, that becomes an instant Tom Hanks level money pit. But they do make a good point that if they're testing the waters, that maybe in a month or two, we wake up and find out Sony Pictures has now bought Regal Cinemas. What's the name of the Cineworld? Yeah, Cineworld is the current owner of Regal.
Right, yeah.
Maybe Sony buys Regal off of Cineworld. What we could wake up in a month or two and find out that, I don't know, Warner Brothers has bought AMC theaters. That, I don't know, Netflix has bought Cinemark. All I'm saying is that I still believe that is very unlikely, but IndieWire raises a good point that it does maybe open up the possibility that we could see something like that happen. Isaiah Jones in the live chat is saying, not that soon. Oh, I completely agree with Isaiah Jones in the live chat. It wouldn't be that soon. But it does open the door that something like that could happen. And that would be very interesting to see how that would play out. Guys, we want to take a second to thank a sponsor of today's video, Game Time. My wife Ann and I love going to events, whether they're comedy shows, concerts, an LA Lakers game. I mean, just the other night we went to go see Ronnie Chang and it was awesome. We love having these new experiences and new memories. And our sponsor Game Time makes getting tickets for concerts and events faster and easier, even if you don't buy tickets right away. Because prices on the Game Time app actually go down the closer you get to the show start time. With killer last minute deals, all-in prices, views from your seat, and their lowest price guarantee, Game Time takes the guesswork out of buying event tickets. I couldn't believe how easy and most importantly, intuitively, the entire app works. Finding the event I was looking for couldn't have been easier. The way it lays out the map of the venue, letting you know exactly where the seats are that you're looking for, and how easy the process was to choose and buy those tickets. So don't worry if you think you're too late to get tickets to that big event you and your friend want to go to. They have last minute deals. Save up to 60% off buying last minute for sports, concerts, comedy, theater, whatever. So guys, take the guesswork out of buying concert tickets with Game Time. Download the Game Time app, create an account, and use the code CAMPEA for $20 off your first purchase. Terms apply. Again, create an account and redeem code CAMPEA, CAMPEA, for $20 off. Download Game Time today. Last minute tickets, lowest price, guaranteed. Anyway, guys, the question is for you. What do you think about this? The theory that maybe Sony buying Alamo Drafthouse was but a small test to see how well it could work, and maybe it identifies the idea that somewhere down the road, be it short-term, long-term, whatever, that a place like Sony or a Netflix or a Disney or an Amazon or whatever could step in and buy one of the major theater chains. Would that be good? Would that be bad? That would be something we have to talk about at the time. Whatever you guys think, jump down to the comment section below and let us know your thoughts. Hey guys, thanks so much for watching this video. Make sure you like the video, leave a comment, and subscribe to our channel. And don't forget, we have a daily podcast called the John Campea Show podcast, available on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or your favorite podcasting app of choice. Go and subscribe to it today so it'll be there when you need it.